Hi all, welcome this session. We know that colonialism implies domination of people's life and culture. The main goal of colonialism is extraction of colonial benefits from the country. Colonialism result in control over the life of native or indigenous people in different fields such as political, social, economic, cultural, etc. In fact, that colonialism always promote an unequal relationship between the colonial power and the colony. In this session, I would like to focus on the impact of colonialism in Africa. Before this session, I have already discussed about the European intervention in Africa. So I don't focus on that area. During the contemporary period, there is an active debate in academic circle on the impact of colonialism. The defenders of colonialism point out its achievement and try to exaggerate the benefit of colonialism. They are good brought civilization to the people of backward nation, and they contributed to the 20th century awakening of Asia and Africa. They talk a great deal about the construction of roads, medicines, school, trade, self-government, etc. On the other hand, the critic of colonialism exposed the negative aspects of colonial project. They focus on the critical situation when they faced on European intrusion in a great deal about war, brutality, exploitation, misery, hatred, etc. Thus, colonialism is either defended or denounced in this background. It is essential to make an objective analysis about the impact of colonialism on various aspects of life. In one sense, we cannot negate the fact that the natural resources of the colonies came under the control of imperialist countries and they're exploited for their own benefits. Another significant contribution of colonialism, the colonization of New World by the Europeans, lead to the development of plantation system of agriculture. The plantations of North America, West Indies, and Brazil through to sugar, tobacco, and cotton. These plantations were manned by slave labor from Africa. The slaves were a vital role not only to the production of tropical economy but also marketing process. Slave trade was risky, but actually it was risky but very much profitable one. It is started in the 15th century by the individual merchants, sailors, and pirates, but later it passes through the hands of regular slave trading companies. The African slave trade turned into profitable seaborne enterprises by the Portuguese, Dutch, and English. In fact, that British were the leading slave traders, controlling at least half of the transatlantic slave trade in the end of the 18th century. Slave trade remained an important branches of European commerce throughout the 16th, 17th, 18th and century. Liverpool, Bristol and Nantes become the chief slave trading ports of Europe during those days. The local chieftains of Africa undertook slave handling raids into the interior and rounded off slaves in a large numbers and consequently sold them to Europeans. Ironically, many died during the journey because of the extreme hygienic conditions in the ship. The slaves were sold for approximately five times their original purchase price. The prosperity of European colonies in the Americas were essentially based on the labor of these African slaves. Some historians provided that the Industrial Revolution was financed in part by the slave trade. But the slave trade had come undergoes a vigorous attack by the religious and humanitarian leaders and organizations. Consequently, slave trade was either abolished or restricted in the early decades of 19th century in many countries like England, Denmark, Holland, Sweden, etc. During the colonial period, the African economy was significantly changed by the Atlantic slave trade through the process of imperialism and economic policies that accompanied colonization. One of the aim of this colonialism to exploit the physical, human, and economic resources and area to benefit to the colonizing nation. The process of the development of colonialism and the partition of Africa by the European colonial powers asserted the natural development of African economic system. The economic goal of colonialism were very simple to provide maximum economic benefit to the colonizing power at the lowest possible price. The another important thing is that the impact of Berlin Conference, which established the rulers of the partition game, became clear. Those areas of Africa which had previously been developing a significant trade and economies of their own were brought under the control of European economic policies. In addition, with the fact is that Africa subjugated and dominated the Western culture, and the European mode of civilization began to thrive and outgrow African cultural heritage. Traditional African cultural practices paved the way for foreign way of doing things as Africa became fully westernized. Western culture now is regarded as the frontline culture of the entire Africa. And also, we can see the effects of this Western civilization and culture on Africa are in several phases. A major effect of European colonialism was the progressive intention of Africa into the world capitalist system, within which Africa functioned primarily as a source of raw materials for Western industrial production. Colonial economy also caused agriculture to divert toward the production of primary products and cash crops, cocoa, groundnut, palm oil, etc. There was a sudden shift in the production mode from production of goods crops to cash crops, the situation that caused hunger and starvation in Africa. Africa began to produce more of what she needs less and produce less of what she needs most. During that period, Christianity dominated a respectable position in the entire African continent. The impact of this Christianity has to be considered for this has been the most important single factor in the process of westernization in Africa. Western education involving literacy and the mastery of European language become the condition for entry into the modern sector. For most of the colonial period, education in the hands of these Christian missions who sought not only to convert Africans but also to inculcate Western values. In a great sense, colonialism impacted in African continent in different fields such as social, political, economic, etc., both positively and negatively. Then some of the positive social, economic, and political impacts included the introduction of Christianity, which brought about more religious missions and opportunities. Most of these missionaries introduced education in Africa by establishing mission school to educate the local people and help them to learn more about their land and culture. The Europeans brought new technology to Africa. They were provided with the tools for farming and introduced the new crops like maize and manioc from the New World. They built more infrastructure like medical facilities, transport, and communication network, and established a lot of schools and established plantations for growing the cash crops like cocoa, tea, rubber, cotton, etc. During the meantime, many Africans they learn the language of their own colonial masters like English, French, and Portuguese, which has given them more advantage to be able to communicate in the present globalized world without any difficulties. Colonialism also made the world aware of African rich culture, although they adopt some of European culture, its abundance in natural and mineral resources. The new goods, including household articles, were introduced to Africa. More Africans jobs were created, and some of the people learned new trade making, especially the tribal groups that sided with the Europeans richer. More stronger and better institutions were established to govern the people, which they exist in most of the countries till today. And in also we can discuss about certain negative effects which is affected this colonial implementation in Africa. As compared with this positive and negative, we can clearly understand that a lot of negative elements which is affected the colonial implementation in Africa. The Africans were taken as slaves to the New World and forced to work on the plantations without any remunerations. On the African continent, the Europeans seized the land from the Africans to establish plantations for the growing of cash crops and forced people to work on these plantations for without any wage. And moreover, the existing African culture was totally ruined. Traditions also were totally destroyed. The African tradition, religion was also destroyed due to the introduction of Christianity, and they forced the people to learn their language, taught them how to eat European food and dress. Like they were try to enforcing their own way of life in African culture. One of the other important thing is that the Europeans they were drain the African wealth in different kind of measures. The European took away almost all the resources, especially in gold, diamonds, ivory, and agricultural primary products. This never gave the Africans the opportunity to learn how to use their own resources for their own development. And moreover, is that the Africans only the inferior positions of the colonial administration and never had a say in the government of their own countries. Those employed by the colonial administration felt proud and more superior to the others, and it eventually led to a social inequality in the colonies. Thank you. Thank you very much.